Hello again, Speedgaming enjoyers and Randomizer enjoyers. We are back for another race between smelon and caioxg. Today, I am on commentary with Glove. She chose to move to commentary with me instead of just doing the tracking. Welcome, Glove.
Thanks. Yeah, pretty excited to see the run back. Kind of unfortunate. Last race, Kaio seemed to just not know that wreck ship right super is a major item. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is his first ever rando tournament. He's played vanilla a decent bit, has a 56, I think. But Smelon's a difficult opponent for sure. I think the second seed in his group.
Yeah, from the seeding alone, smelon seems to be one of the contender to take the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, Smelon, really extremely skilled vanilla runner. Has, I think, like a 116 hundo or something. Has played a good bit of map rando as well, and some of the more classic rando. So, definitely capable of making a good run this tournament.
Yep. As we saw with the last performance in the last race, there was some tricks that are pretty hard to get, like the CF clip. He got it, I believe, 6 try. That's pretty good. Back in the days, those clips were just like, you wouldn't hear from it. You'd see Sephi do it once and it would be like the rage for all the weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of just shows how much rando has evolved over the years. These days, if you want to make a bracket run, you have to know Suitless CF clip. You have to know, I mean, something like hypo jump isn't as important for area boss rando, but certainly for some formats, it's been pretty essential. Just the overall level of competition has really increased over time, and it's been super cool to see.
Yep. So we have the new race coming on. They started. Let's see what we're gonna get first. Hopefully we get something interesting. Good old screw attack before morph ball. I don't think it's possible, but that could be interesting to have morph ball at bombs. Not at bombs, but at Terminator.
So, with these settings, morph can only be vanilla or in the ceiling E-tank.
Oh, really? That's unfortunate. I miss those type of thing where you get screw attack and you have to go to Terminator to actually find the morph ball. So we get a reserve tank, one of the worst start ever.
Yeah, reserve tanks certainly have their uses, especially for an area boss rando. Reserves are really useful for killing Ridley without Varia.
Yes.
Like a 4+1, like a 4 E-tank 1 reserve Ridley fight is actually going to be easier even than like a 6 E-tank 0 reserve fight. But for the most part, it's a pretty underwhelming item.
Yep. It used to be the Kappa tank, and we liked it that way. So only missiles so far. Let's see if they get power bombs. No power bombs. Kaio deciding to skip the bottom item. Oh, no, he's going back for it.
Yeah, these are things that you just see a little bit more when someone is getting into rando. That will, Kaio's going to improve on this over time. I suspect even as he goes through the tournament, I would expect him to improve a lot at just some of those micro things, like remembering which items are majors, remembering like the basic path through the beginning of the game, which does deviate a pretty good bit from vanilla.
Yep. Those are the little things, like knowing that a bunch of items are changed into, not a bunch, but only one, I believe, changed into a major, because otherwise wreck ship would be pretty barren. Alright, we get the same type of climb. The ledge climb, actually faster in some ways.
Yeah, and we don't, with these settings, we actually don't need to see any sort of progression item at bombs. because we do have one portal to the right of criteria available.
Yeah, there's always going to be one portal there. Let's hope it's going to be bombs or something like that. Screw attack would be good, would be interesting. And it's double jump. Ugh. That's not a great start.
Mm-hmm. So that doesn't immediately give our runners anything. Both runners are going to be going to that crab room portal in criteria.
It's
But
the only place to go.
Mm-hmm. Double jump can be. It's by far the least useful movement item, but it does give you access to essentially anything that high jump would.
Yeah.
It's just not nearly as good as high jump.
It gives you access to that. It's nice to have for some movement tags, for some rooms, especially when you're not used to a lot of the good movement, like going up there. See, SBL missing a couple of wall jumps, so the double jump helps a little bit for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something that's gonna unlock a bunch of places, but it's gonna make it easier. Like it would make it easier on the moat, but it's not required, but it makes it easier. And we have our first area.
So this is an awkward start. Yeah, you see Smelon taking the save there. If you go up, then you run the risk of getting soft locked. If you go down, you run the risk of having to, well, you virtually guarantee having to leave the tube portal behind. And it generally, like with like modern racing theory for these modes, isolating one individual portal can be pretty dangerous.
And here we got some bombs. First explosive of the seed right now. We have Kaio. I believe he didn't save yet, right? He's going upstairs. That's a dangerous little thing to do, but he chose to go downstairs. So what were we hoping for those two portals down here?
I mean, if you're the runner, you're probably hoping something like Greenbryn. Upper Norfair, not as much what you're hoping for.
Zero E-tank, and a reserve tank that's probably not filled up yet. That's not the greatest. Oh, they're both Upper Norfair. That's quite unfortunate, actually. That means maybe Upper Red Brinstar is the answer. We'll see.
Yeah, so here's the awkward thing. You can go Upper Red Brinstar, like you can go up Red Tower, or you can choose to go back to Criteria and do the left side of Criteria. And that is going to net you 2 portals and 1 major, but it is a bit more out of the way. You are guaranteeing that you don't soft lock, so I would expect, regardless, I expect Smelon to take a save here if he's planning on going up Red Tower.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. Double jump helping up there. He's not taking the save, actually. Probably going back if he's not taking a save. That would make the most sense.
Oh.
Kaio finding out that it's too Norfair. He's going up. Nah, he's going back down. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think he realized. It is kind of one of the awkward things with Dash. I'm not huge on it that, like, I believe you can be forced to risk the soft lock.
Yeah. But at least it gives you a save for that. So you're not totally out of the race because you chose to gamble on the soft lock or not. Let's see what Kaio is going to decide here. That could be the deciding factor over here. Double jump, a little bit awkward while out of the water. It's a bit floaty.
Oh
Kaio's
my.
gonna take the save.
Yeah, don't.
Ooh, that's an interesting, very interesting one.
Bomb Gauntlet's so slow. I mean, if you're rewarded, you're rewarded. So we'll
It's
have
not
to
just
see.
slow, it's very dangerous too. Let's hope there's nothing bad to happen. Anything, a tiny little pixel on the grappler and you're dead with 0 E-tank. Let's see what Kaio's gonna find up here. At least he's saved, so there's a little bit of that. He's gonna kill some turtles. And up he goes. Well, just a little dip in that acid and the life just disappear from you. Oof.
Yeah, unfortunate ceiling Vile Plume there. And a really touching tribute to Nevdi.
Yep. And just a tiny little toe in the acid and you're dying quite fast. So
Yeah,
at least
hopefully
it's an
Smelon
E-tank.
can make this. Hopefully Smelon can make this cycle before the top block reforms. It will be close.
I should be fine. There we go. This part is a little bit easier, but the ending is where it gets hard.
So now Kaio does not know if he is soft locked. It is strictly possible to be put in a situation where you find an extremely big loop that doesn't lead to any more power bombs. With these portals, it's pretty unlikely. Dash isn't targeting any sort of progression like something like Map Rando does. So the miners are just the minor items are just randomly placed. And Smelon is rewarded with power bombs, so that's really nice.
Pretty good. And we'll see. He has 2 portals, major, so could be important. Especially a major that wasn't accessible beforehand. Alright. Toward the door. While Kaio's checking that portal.
Well, it's not a soft lock.
Okay, it just goes to criteria, so this melon is gonna see it soon. He has an extra energy tank there. And it's Redburn Star, right back where you came from. We're gonna see where the elevator of Redburn Star takes us. So we're orphaning one of the criteria portal on the left right now.
Yeah, I would expect to go back for it. And here's an interesting check from Kaio going
great.
for 230 to try and get some power bombs.
Yep. We know there's some in Gauntlet. Hopefully there's some there. Could really use the power bombs, they're very useful. And there's more at Kraid. With the 3-2-1, that's 2 power bombs. That's kind of scary for Kaio to not find his power bombs if he doesn't go in the Gauntlet. So, what does Kraid has for us? So far, he can kill 2 bosses.
With such an easily accessible Kraid location there, I think there's justifications you can make either way for whether you want to check what the boss is. When it's a bit less than 50% that you'll be able to kill the boss.
Yep.
Because you cannot kill Dragon, you cannot kill Ridley, and also the scenario where all bosses are vanilla is not allowed. It is Fantoon though, so that works out.
That works out very well. Only 5 missiles, so it's not gonna be a fast one, but it's gonna be one that's not that hard. Oof.
Slow eye close there is really unfortunate.
At least that's a mid. That's 3 missiles. That's a fast. It's easy to forget, but Fantoon deals quite a bit of damage. He doesn't have a lot of defense, and if he keeps getting fast, it's gonna be a bit hard. At
Oh,
least he's
that's a
doing a
shame.
nice little tactic there to actually get a little bit more missiles into the ghost.
He can finish it this round. Doesn't quite get the Doppler he wanted though.
Alright, that's the ghost. Not the fastest ghost, but a dead ghost nonetheless. And Kaio is going through the gauntlet too, with bombs. And he's
2 tanks
gonna
makes this much easier.
a lot easier. Still dangerous, especially if you're an not experienced runner into the gauntlet. Like this one here can be a little bit dangerous if you take it while the lava goes up because of the spike at the top. But he's doing pretty well. A little bit of an acid bat at the end, but he's gonna be rewarded with power bombs unless he falls on one side again. That would be very unfortunate. Here we go. Power bombs. Oh,
High
item boot.
jumpers.
Not the best item, but a very good movement item. Feels terrible when you don't have them. Alright, so we're gonna see what that portal brings up to.
Yeah, so there's a little awkward divergence here, because you are essentially. So what I kind of like here actually is checking left criteria portal, going back into red tower, going down, grabbing the X-ray item, and then checking the moat portal.
Yeah.
I really don't like abandoning that moat portal.
Yup.
And Smelon's hand is essentially forced here, so that's gonna be his play regardless.
Alright, so we're gonna most likely see that mold portal. And then we're gonna see the other one, or maybe not, he's gonna go for X-ray first. He's gonna get a couple of miner on the way.
Shoutouts to Kip. I think these minor items are really good to pick up.
Yep. Especially when it's supers. Kaio is most likely gonna take a little safety save over there. The bottom two, red tower, right, yeah, right, upper Norfair. Oof. Everything is Norfair these days. So
There is
with
also
double
the
jump. Oh, go ahead.
there is also the other possibility of checking tube here as well.
Yep, that's true. We haven't seen the tube yet.
You're in a very awkward situation where you don't really want to, like, you could go down, check tube, and then go back up into criteria and check moat. That's going to be a quite slow play.
Tube seems to be the way to go. Gotta find
Which
some
portal
green
was that?
brain star at some point. That was front of Lower Norfair. At the moat.
Yeah, not the most ideal layout. This is a very linear seed, which is generally going to heavily favor Smelon, as will that
Speed
speed
booster,
booster,
though.
which I have to imagine. Oh, Kaio is going for.
He does have the double jump. He should be able to do it.
Yeah, this health. If you don't know how to X-ray deboost, this is a bit sus.
Yep.
So hopefully he'll be okay.
Nope. He still have a little bit in reserve. Hopefully he's got enough. He can farm a little bit here. Keep one alive, just enough to be able to see. Last time he had Ice Beam, that helped him a lot. There we go, that's 1D boost.
Yeah, he
might.
should be okay here if he.
Oh, there we go. Pretty nice. Hopefully he makes it back. And Smelon is gonna find out that it's not what he wanted. Don't think he's gonna do a lava dive, even with high jump.
Yeah,
Oh,
on this loadout
okay.
you
Oh,
can't do
there
lava
we go.
dive unless you know how to do a bunch of frame perfect pauses through all of the lower Norfair, which
Oh yeah.
I don't really recommend.
Oh, it is the front of Lower Norfair, so there's that. But I don't think you want to be there anyway. At this point, there is plenty of other things to do. What's the next play over there? I believe the next play is Upper Norfair or Bottom of Criteria or the Tube.
Yeah, I definitely expect if Tube is nothing, then a foray into Upper Norfair. Tube almost has to be something at this point. Unless it's like the back of Lower Norfair or one of the East Meridia portals.
Yep. Let's see what the Tube is. And the Tube
Oh
is back
my.
of Lower Norfair. Therefore, it's most likely Criteria is gonna be the answer, or West Meridia. Nah,
I mean, 3 tanks
even
is enough for hell runs, so.
yeah.
Yeah, Smelon's just going into Upper Norfair. I think this is the play. Going to the bottom of Criteria is extremely slow.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while. It might not even be anything. Could be Torian, for all you know. So I think Upper Norfair is the play. It's gonna be a little bit hard for Kaio. Last time he had a little bit of a issue with the hell run, but hopefully he doesn't anymore. That's gonna be quite a long Upper Norfair again for Smelon.
Yeah, unfortunately, generally speaking, you want to be avoiding hell runs if at all possible. Norfair ends up being a little bit more valuable here because of that speed. Our runners are going to be able to go check Business Center as well.
Yep. Checking Business Center is very important. Hopefully, but with only 2 E-tanks and 1 reserve, it's gonna be hard to get back from Wave. I believe it's still possible, but quite hard.
Yeah, I mean, our runners essentially have RBL loadout here. So it's not free, but it's certainly very doable.
Well,
If you
with this it
practice it.
helps.
Yeah, this
With,
adds Crystal Flash.
yep. Crystal Flash makes it more interesting. Screw attack, not the greatest.
Screw attack becomes appealing in Variolous Lower Norfair situation. Although, with only 2 E-tanks and 1 reserve, we're quite a bit off from that.
I believe an E-tank would have been preferable for Smelon over there, but we do it what we got. Screw attack is going to be a little bit better when we get into Lower Norfair.
It's useful for Norfair reserve as well.
Yeah, that is true. At least they have to double jump here, don't have to make some weird little play. And high jump. Not
Yeah,
having... Go ahead.
Yeah, I do think lower, I do think Norfair Reserve is kind of the most awkward hell run of the Upper Norfair hell runs. It can just go south extremely quickly. So having Screw Attack and Double Jump to not trivialize it, but make it quite a bit easier is pretty nice.
They are not crazy items, but they do help a lot. Kaio needs to be a little bit, needs to take it a little bit slower here. His health is getting a little bit low. Fantoon's hurting a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
what it was there. It was an E-tank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
unfortunately,
that helps.
if you are trying to Doppler Fantoon, you do need to jump a little bit in order to manipulate Fantoon so that when he comes back on screen, he'll be on the lower part of the screen.
Oh, I
So
should
like there,
use
that's
his
good for
reserve
Kaio.
here. Oh. Because if you get hit while your reserve is going, you lose iframe. It's you a second time. I don't know if it works like that with the flames because they disappear, but... Oh, just
I don't
over
think
the
it would
eye.
work like that with the flames. No. The theoretical optimal thing to do to get you as many hits as possible would be to leave, a few energy in the reserve, and that'll give you an extra hit.
There we go.
But it doesn't matter. Kaio dispatches Fantoon without too much
Dead
trouble.
elephant. That's a dead elephant for boat runners. And more supers. Pretty nice. Hopefully there's some Varia or a suit of any kind there. Gravity would unlock the Meridia that we found. And no, it's another E-tank. We still have ice and eye jump in Business Center.
So, a sort of interesting question now that Smelon has a bit more energy is whether he wants to check the Croc portal on the way into Business Center. He has enough health to do it, and with double jump, the Croc missile isn't an issue.
Yeah, that is true. We'll see if that's what he wants to do. I mean, it's a free recharge of health right then and there, so it wouldn't be that bad.
Mm-hmm. It kind of depends because it is significantly slower, so it kind of depends how much you value not isolating portals, which it seems like this is the play that Smelon's going for.
Good old reverse gate glitch. Alright, let's see what we're
Kaio,
gonna get
unfortunately,
there.
gets grabbed by the most
Yup.
evil yapping maw that drags you right into a vile plume.
Interesting fact in that room, if you kill the yapping maw, it counts as one enemy and you can kill one less hopper. Alright, Green Green Star.
Yeah, you are more than happy to see Green Brinstar here and leave behind Business
Oh,
Center
yeah.
for now.
Business Center is more portals, more majors, but it being at the bottom of Great Britain makes sense. You can find the other portals there. You still need to find a lot more stuff like Wreck Ship. We're gonna see the second green bin. Wreck Ship. Speaking of the devil. I wonder, do you go through Wreck Ship right now? Or do you wait a little bit? Because it could be really late on there.
So, strictly speaking, if it's Kraid or Dragon, you can kill them here. The Dragon fight is miserable and would be slow, so I don't like checking it here.
Can you get out of the ray gun though with that
Yeah.
setup?
So what you would do is you would get grabbed during a crystal flash in order to get a
Oh,
spike
okay,
suit.
yeah, getting a spike suit there.
Yeah, I think even if you have something like Spring Ball, the play suddenly becomes a little bit better, although I still don't really like it.
Yep. You have 2 chance of it being miserable. 2 chance out of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Might be best to go through Green Brin, probably find a suit or something. Or grappling beam makes it 66% chance of it not being that miserable now.
So if there were like a super in Big Pink as well, I think there's an argument to be made for checking Wreck Ship, in that then you can kill every boss. But it's still not great. It's probably going to be decently slow, and there are just other options here right now.
Green Bren is a pretty good option. There's a lot of majors, a lot of minors. There's a portal at the top. Could be Eastern Meridia. Seems like he's gonna go back to the wreck ship with that. Grapple is a good incentive. You can kill 2 of the boss with ease now, without much trouble to get out. If it's Ridley, can probably kill it. It's gonna be a lot harder, but yeah.
So you have enough to do. So 30 missiles and 25 supers is enough to kill Ridley. On 4 E-tanks and 1 reserve, even if they were full, that would be difficult. With 3+1, that's extremely difficult.
Oh yeah.
And somewhat reliant on RNG.
That's why we take a little safety save over there. Probably gonna check that miner in the bottom. Hopefully it's something good. Nope.
The other notable thing is, if it were Ridley, Smelon would have to farm his supers back up anyway. No matter what, he's going to be entering with 20 supers or 21 supers and 3 less missiles here. So if it's Ridley, it's just cooked, basically.
Yeah. It's probably quick. You probably not even give it a try, just skip it completely. Yeah, 20 supers.
And it's not Ridley.
27. No. It's Kraid! So the gamble pays off. He's gonna be able to go into there, kill Kraid, get his item, get another item, and probably check the backup wreck ship. But do you even want to check the backup wreck ship right now? Because the only thing...
definitely don't check the portal. I don't think you check the item.
Yeah. Because if it's Torian, it's fine if you skip it for now. You have other portals to check. If it's Krakow, it's... oof. Big Krakow. There's a chance it could be the top of Green Prince Star though. That would be nice. Optimal.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the Kraid portal already having been found, there's just no upside to checking the back portal.
Yep. One other thing though, do you check the item at Gravity? You have what it takes to take both of them. Might be an idea. You haven't seen a suit. Never mind, you've just seen a suit. And it's the most important suit. Oh,
Yeah,
Cryo getting hit. It's a little bit too hard there.
Yeah, maybe could have saved that with a super well-timed pause buffer, but that was just a difficult one. But yeah, I don't like checking the top of wreck ship here. I don't like checking it in most situations.
Yeah, if there was no gravity, maybe it would have been an option. But with gravity, you have a lot more better options to do. You just get out of wreck ship, got your boss.
He also still has Wavegate, Edacoons, and Brinstar Reserve to check for major items there, as well as Business Center still to do. So there's like so many good payouts that wasting time, potentially wasting a lot of time on a wreck ship is just rough.
Yeah, because wreck ship doesn't get you closer to getting your portal, closer to getting all the stuff. With gravity, ice, and everything, you're pretty set right now. All you need is basically charging the ammo. I do believe Smelon shouldn't have that much trouble killing Ridley with a couple more E-tanks and maybe like more supers. Should be fine for him. Unless it's in lower Norfair. That would be the worst. Here we go. Kaio's life total's a little bit low. Hopefully, he's gonna be able to grab everything he needs in Upper Norfair. Smelon, grabbing more supers. Very important to grab all the supers you can, especially without charge. Oh, Kaio not healing fully. It's gonna be, if I
He does have a
remember...
Crystal Flash.
Oh yeah, he does have Crystal Flash, that's true. He's getting hit quite a bit, though. I believe he's trying to go back, or is he gonna Crystal Flash? He's gonna go back. It's a little bit low to get to the bats. Crystal Flash over here. Okay. That little dance. Creepy. I missed what was the bottom of Green Run.
It's an E-Tank.
It's a knee tank. So he's gonna have everything basically. Ridley is not gonna be a problem.
It really all depends. If Ridley's in East Meridia, then you can. It's a bit difficult, but you can do a back-to-back LN on this loadout. If Ridley is vanilla, then you would like to see a bit more. Even just more power bombs and a couple more super packs like that one would be enough, but that's still obviously Varia is nice to have.
Oh yeah, Varia would be nice to have, but it's not a requirement right now, I do believe. Especially for someone like a Smelon, shouldn't be too hard to get. It's getting even more, you think? 7 plus a recharge. More supers. Ooh, Kaio falling into the lava there. That's that drains a little bit fast. If I remember,
this is what I mean about the reserve hell run being awkward. Is there's just so many places you can mess up that is sort of an instant game over. Like Kaio might not be able to escape with this item. He definitely can't now. He won't be able to see it even, unfortunately.
If it was anything, it would have been probably okay if he didn't fall there, but...
Shoutouts to Smelon doing the Mission Impossible style buffer jump there. It's not faster than shooting out the shot block, but it is cooler.
Oh yeah, definitely cooler. Let's see what the top of Green Bryn. Torian.
It's Croc.
Croc.
Yeah, you don't do this, Croc. You know
don't bet
that
on
you
Croc.
can go mode this.
Oh yeah, you're already go mode for him. All he needs to find is Eastern Meridia, which is probably either at Criteria or Western Meridia. Could be a business center also.
Smelon.
Okay. Going for the map? Nah, going for the save.
It's easy to forget where the save is, because whoever takes this save.
Nobody. That's who. Kaio is getting his wave item. Gonna be able to get out. He still has a Crystal Flash if he needs to. It's a shame that Spore Spawn isn't the major item. I cry every time. Oh, Kaio. He's gonna be fine, but... Oh, he's gonna go to Rick ship. I believe he's gonna go to the back of Rick ship, most likely.
So this is kind of interesting. You give yourself a chance of Aria on the way, and maybe you get spit out at specifically East Meridia is what you want.
Yeah, that's basically the only one that is missing. That's important. And Torian, obviously. If it's Torian, though, that's not great.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason he took the save. Is for it. If this is bottom of criteria or Torian, then Smelon resets this.
Yep.
If it's East Meridia, Smelon does East Meridia. If it's West Meridia, he checks the other portals. If it's Business Center, he checks the other portal and gets the items.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully it's not Torian for him. But it's always nice to know where Torian is, to be quite honest.
But if you're Smelon, you would also like to hold on to that extra E-tank.
Oh yeah. Especially thinking you're not gonna get Varia. Kaio's getting his other E-tank. Very LTC'd so far.
That's a cute power bomb placement.
Poor Crab. Crab was caught in the power bombs. And it's West Meridia. West Meridia, yeah.
Yeah, so Smelon probably loses this play, but he doesn't lose big, which is the important part.
Yep. And that's good old Business Center. Check the portal. If it's not what he wants, it's not what he wants.
Yeah, so top of West Meridia leads to East Meridia leads to Turian. That's awkward.
That would be extremely awkward, yeah.
That is the layout. Which means that if at all possible, you would really like to do LN first.
Yep. And LN is in Red Bryn Star.
It's tube, which is very easily accessible from here.
Yep. You can just get to the back. You probably try to get the item, see if it's Varia. Hopefully. If not, saves a bit of time. Don't know how much time it would save compared to having one crystal flash only. And nope, it's Phaser.
Spacer's pretty much the worst item he could find there. X-ray would be worse, but nearly everything else helps you in some way. Even Spring Ball saves you a little bit of energy leaving, like, going up Key Hunter stairs.
Yep.
It's marginal already having bombs, but... Spazer's just extremely awkward, especially when, with this ammo count, we're not really expecting to find charge. So, like, 2 E-tanks would have been ideal. 2 supers, that's really helpful. That is,
but that's gonna be charge. Nah, it's Spring Ball. Imagine if it was charge, though. That would have been a pretty good placement for charge.
Yeah. So that was like 2 out of the 3 worst items that could have been here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kaio has not checked as much, but is in the same area. And actually picked up those items a bit before Smelon.
He's gonna go back. Where is he going? You should know.
He's going into East Meridia. I mean, I think it's fine to just hard commit to not doing the hell runs if you're not comfortable with Lower Norfair hell runs.
With that much energy, though, it shouldn't be that much of a problem.
It's still pretty difficult, especially if it's Ridley.
Yeah.
Like, if it's Ridley, this is essentially an RVO run, which Smelon is capable of doing. But it's more difficult than an RVO run in that you don't know that Firefleas is going to be an E-tank.
Yep. But at the same time, you get from the back, so it's a little bit easier that way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that way you know what boss it is. That is true, quick draw. We're gonna see what the Mama Turtle. The Mum of Turtles. More supers. He has enough ammo to kill the Mother Brain. And reserve tank. I mean, you take it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you're gonna be doing a big hell run in Lower Norfair, it makes sense.
Yeah, the second reserve is just worse than having another E-tank, but it's still health.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's a lot better to not commit to Lower Norfair hell runs in a race where you know that you have the movement advantage and the experience advantage.
That is true.
So it's like, generally speaking, the situation in which you would expect to lose would be you end up doing something stupid and dying a couple times.
Yep. And especially when the seed seems to be very linear like this one.
Has Smelon's seen this portal?
Yep.
Not sure what he's doing.
It's going back to Preteria.
He must have not realized that he had a much closer portal to get to Lower Norfair, I guess.
Yep. He already checked that, but yeah, he's just farming some power bomb.
Yeah, it can be really difficult to read your map. You know, you're making snap decisions, and it's much better to be going on a worse path than be sitting around looking for the best path.
Yep. Alright, Kaio is going back into Red Brent Star. They're gonna give each other a little high five there. So he's gonna go into the Lower Norfair RBO.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Let's screw attack with all the energy tank in. Now 2 Crystal Flash. It shouldn't be that bad, yeah.
Even worst case scenario, it's Ridley. You can do 2 Crystal Flashes on the way in without even farming any supers.
Yep. Yep, with the amount of supers, makes sense.
That's... get the super smelon. Sometimes you do that little dance, and it's better to just get the item if you're even thinking about it. Unfortunately, Kaio's having a little bit more trouble with these hell runs. It can be one of the things that's, if you are coming from the perspective of, like, I think Kaio has only really run Vanilla and Hundo. Hell runs can certainly be the most alien aspect of randos.
Oh yeah, it can be hard if you don't know how to really deal with them too. There's specific little things you gotta take in mind every time you do a hell run, the little save, the save time, and the routing in general.
So once again, Smelon finds the literal worst possible item he could have.
It's always gonna be that way.
An E-tank would have been better, even a reserve tank would have been better. Charge would have been pretty trivial, like, charge would have been pointless too, but...
At this ammo count, charge would have been very pointless, yep.
Like, you can't bet on, oh, I'll pick this X-ray up in case I find charge and plasma just for the Dragon fight at this point, because Fantoon's already dead too.
Yeah, Dragon.
So it would be for Botswoon and Dragon, which doesn't
already have
that
grapple, so...
Little low, should be okay though.
Yep. Should be fine to make it to Ridley's room. Farm a little bit of not even farm a little bit. I think he should be fine. Did he save? Oh, I forgot to check if he...
I don't think he saved.
You never know with the Pelican. I would save.
Oh, he did
anyway.
save, okay.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
That's good. And it is Ridley.
What is?
So this is not bad at all. This is about what you would have in RBO when you consider the second reserve.
Yep.
And this is like beginner RBO loadout too, so.
He can miss a couple of supers. Oh, that wasn't a good hit, but he should be fine if he doesn't get hit more. Come on, Pelican. You're dead. Or you're not dead?
He's not dead yet, but he's close. I think he is now.
You're dead. No! Bad, Ridley. That's bad, Ridley.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do from there, unfortunately.
Bad Pelican. He always does that. Last second. Alright.
So Ridley
saved.
Yeah. Variolous Ridley is something that a lot of rando players have become much more proficient with as a result of it being so common in map rando. But no matter how good you are, sometimes things still just happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. That is the fact of Ridley. He can just swoop you from a different angle and not catch you for X reason. He doesn't even need one. Just because he doesn't like you that day. That's why it's always important to save no matter how good you are. Very nice, ninjas. Alright, round 2, fight!
Not as good of an opener as you would like, unfortunately.
10.
Not sure if Smelon knows how to do the screw attack manip. Was not going for regardless. With that extra pogo though, this should be in the bag.
He's dead now.
Very
there
nicely
we go.
done.
That was a very nice fight.
Might not even pop reserve here. Okay, he's gonna choose to hold out of some of the reserve.
See what he hides. Energy tank, at least that's vanilla. That helps a little bit with the hell run.
That's a free escape now.
Don't jinx it.
That's fair.
Fall into the acid there, just a little toe. Kaio making his little green Brinstar collection, rubbing all the little stuff.
Oh, he's leaving ammo behind. Interesting.
Mm.
I guess committing to charge. Committing to charge is much more reasonable if you are a bit newer to rando, because if you are newer to rando, you're not going to be making as many skips, so you're going to be much more thorough in what you check.
Yep. That's one of the thing about not being a veteran of rando. There's a lot of little tiny intricacies that is not known to a lot of people, and the ammo, counting your ammo and being able to know everything like that, how much you need from other brain and everything, can be a little bit tricky at times. Oh, he doesn't want the map. He went for it. So now smelon is gonna have an easy time. He just has to go back to West Meridia. A little bit of an annoying little trek. Has to go up Red Brinstar and then back down and up and then East Meridia and then Torian directly. Should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it would be faster if he just took the portal to Upper Norfair at the bottom of Red Bryn and went across Upper Norfair. I think he didn't see that path before, so it's possible that might not be what he takes this time either.
Yep.
Again, it's really hard to make these snap decisions in the moment.
Especially if you don't stop to just look at the map for like a minute or so. That's what he's gonna do.
He sees the line, though.
Okay, this one is a little bit faster, I guess. Yep.
Especially with screw attack and space jump.
Yep. Space jump. And Kaio is betting on Croc to have the Varia for him. Doing those RBOs is not everybody is very familiar with how to do them or as the movement for it and everything, so I can't blame him for that. I would probably check for Varia also. Oh! It's pretty interesting that there was a suit at right side super on both races in Rig Ship. Makes you wonder if there's something about the logic to put a suit there all the time. First place you check every time from now on. West Meridia into East Meridia into... Actually, that's two boss are gonna be vanilla. Isn't that supposed to not be happening, I believe? Or
the only scenario is not all... You can't have it where every boss is vanilla.
okay, so that's why Phantoon and Kraid were swapped and that's it. That's kind of oof.
Yeah, unfortunately Croc did not pay out with Varia.
It sure did not. You just have the plasma. Let's see if he goes to weird places for it. There's a bunch more places for it. Yeah, I'm calling it that Spring Ball. Spring Ball as the Varia.
Yeah, with Dragon being vanilla, that means it could be at Plasma as well.
Yep.
Or behind Dragon, of course.
Nah. Not Plasma. It's Spring Ball. Sorry. Spring Ball Varia. That's the best kind of area, shack tool. Gotta see some shack tool sometimes. A lot of my race back in the days, it was always shack tool Varia.
Yeah, these days that pretty much just means you don't get Varia.
You know, you just skip it. Back in my days, we didn't have little crystal flash clip. We grabbed it Varia like anybody. Alright, so it's gonna be... Ooh. He's gonna go with the snake. Hopefully he doesn't miss all his missiles.
Nice one round.
Very nice one round. 2 in a row too. Pretty nice. And now Varia is gonna be there. Just looking at him. Or charge. It's charge.
Wave.
Wave.
Or was that charge? It was a little hard to tell on the low bit.
Yeah, it's a beam. It is one of the beam, and there's only 2 left. I don't think he's gonna pick it up no matter what anyway.
If it's wave,
Just for the Zepatite skip, yeah. I can see that.
for baby skip as well, it makes baby skip faster.
Yep.
Because he has to leave out the back, I don't know if it's worth it though. It's extremely close time-wise.
That's true, he has to leave it back. So, we're gonna have another fried shrimp. It's the best type of shrimp.
Oh wait, no. He entered from the back, so he has to leave out the front. So yeah, you grab it.
Front? I thought the elevator was the back. Kind of
The
makes
elevator's
sense.
the
It's
portal.
front.
Yeah, I'm questioning myself now, but I think the entrance was the back of Eastward, yeah. So terrain would be at the front. Yeah. So he has to leave out the front, so you absolutely grab it. Because it makes baby skip faster. And it makes some other stuff nicer.
Oh, grade is going up. We have an emerging grade.
I mean, I don't know that it saves you 9 seconds though, unfortunately. It's just so close that I think you grab it regardless.
You just grab it and keep the mat to other kind of people. Oh. Alright. Let's see if he does. Yep, he grabs it. Oh! At least he tries to grab it. There we go. We've got a wave enjoyer. And there we go. Torian it is.
Yeah, and now Kaio will be finally receiving his gravity. That's gotta be frustrating.
Yep. Gravity suit, let's go. And doesn't have to power bomb the Mitrid this time. Just super them to death.
Yeah, I mean, he can't be entirely gung-ho, but Smelon doesn't need anywhere near a full super count, so he can just super everything individually.
I'm gonna take it a little bit safe here. There we go. He's full ammo, full life, full everything. Now baby time. Hopefully he doesn't miss it. Otherwise that 9 second is completely wasted.
Yeah, he is gonna go for boomer skip. I know for some people, like I know for
Boomer
myself, when I do Stachio skip, I use the bomb lane method.
Boomer skip. That's how we learned to skip back in my days.
Hey, that's how I learned it. I only picked up Stachio skip fairly recently.
Back in my days, you watched Cut Power and you got the skip that way. Alright. So he should have more than enough. He can miss a couple supers. Removing the screw attack. It's gonna help with the Zebetite skip.
Yeah, it keeps Smelon from having to do a down bag zeb skip. Very nicely done.
Alright.
And he doesn't have to bother with the business of shooting out every zeb this time either.
Hell yeah. Those Zebs are quite annoying when you don't have Ice Beam. And that's a Dead Brain 1, followed by a Dead Brain 2. And we're gonna see what's at the gravity. Is it gonna be Varia? That animation for Space Jump is quite something. Shout out to the best music in the game.
Greenburn's not playing right now, though.
Okay, second best song in the game. Good old Mother Brain dying. Stand up glitch.
No stand-up here. Damage is down to 6 tanks because he does not have Varia.
Oh, that is true. Varia is missing this race.
There are technically benefits to doing stand-up without charge beam. You can try and do the manipulate for good cutscene and 2 cries. But that's a little silly and doesn't save all that much time.
And there's
Varia.
Good thing that he did that on our fair very less, because otherwise I would have been very far away. Didn't want a soft lock. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, not generally worth risking
but
a
then
soft
it's
lock to
less
save a few
cool.
seconds.
Nah, it's the cool factor. Alright, the baby's gonna die for a second time today. Probably a 4th time, because there was 2 other rays going on at the same time. And then we're gonna get another escape. And music to my ear. The Mother Brain just going up and down. Lore-wise, it is the best thing to ever happen. The rage of killing that baby, and then the rage goes down. Kill that thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Mother Brain threw out a bomb that seemed to kind of catch Smelon off of it. Mother Brain 3 is a place where it's like shockingly easy to lose more time than you might think.
Oh yeah, anything bad happen. And Mother Brain is known for its RNG garbage. At least this time he has some good movement item for the escape instead of just going with the no eye jump, no anything, no speed.
Yeah, chooses not to go for the blue bomber, but that saves like a second or whatever. Not
Save
even.
like a second and lose how many? The good old blue bomber. Oh, nice BM at Spark there. Let's see if he's gonna save the animal this time. He's gonna do it. He's gonna kill the frames.
Okay, Smelon, I forgive you.
Nah, no forgiveness for that. At least he's doing a spark out of it.
If at any point this this tournament Smelon gets a the boomerang taunt, then you know all is forgiven.
Big fart doesn't want to reserve what Kaio.
Alright, and Smelon finishes in first place with an official race time of 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 30 seconds. GG.
Good
Upon
game
seeing this,
indeed.
Kaio does opt to forfeit.
Yep.
So we'll see if we can get the players in for an interview.
Yep. Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are joined now by Smelon. GG's.
Yo, GG, thank you.
Good game indeed. That was a very interesting first race. CF clip, everything. And then after that, you get the suit at the same place. How did you feel about that? The suit in the exact same spot.
Yeah,
Boat
that was
race.
funny. Right Super was a good spot for this
Right
series.
Super. That's pretty interesting. Right Super is holding the suits every single time. Um, in the last race, you grabbed the wave, but you didn't check for any charge at any point. I feel.
Yeah, I just committed to just picking up every
Yeah.
missile I saw, which was quite a few.
Every supers. Everything was super at this point in this seed. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, for this seed I feel like was pretty hard. Like in like the mid game, I was like, there's so many things I could do right now, but I'm not sure which one I want to go to. It's like when I found Green Brain, I was like, I hope the middle portal isn't wreck ship because then I don't know if I should do it or not. And then it was wreck ship. I was like, no.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about that. It was wreck ship if you wanted to do it. At that point, you didn't have any way to really escape Dragon. But
Yeah.
right
Is my
after
mic working,
going.
guys?
Yep.
Hello,
Hi.
yep.
How you doing?
Hello,
Good
hello.
game.
Good game.
GG, guys.
So, after grabbing grapple, that's when you decided to go there. That's pretty interesting. Oh,
Yeah, because then I
thankfully,
could
it wasn't
kill
Ridley.
two of them. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good race. That was a good seed. Very entertaining. Charge beam was a plasma beam, so wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, could have gotten it right before Turian, but other than that.
And
Kinda
Varia
out of the
was
way.
pretty far away. It was in Regship actually. Kaio did see it. I don't know if you did see where it was. It was at the reserve of Regship.
Yeah, very out of the way item.
Yep,
Like I could have
extremely out of
gone
the way.
like
Hmm?
fairly early, but decided not to go up there. Just to do like Green Prince Star instead.
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense at that point. You had most of everything, all the ammo in the world. You didn't really need it, but yeah, understandable. It's unfortunate that these two seed never saw a Shack Tool run. Shack Tool needs some screen time.
Oh, I could have gone to Shack2 this time because I had Grappling Beam.
Yup. Alright. Well, that's it for me. I don't know if you want to ask any question, Glove?
I don't think so. Specifically, just any final comments from either runner?
If anyone's wondering at some point, hey, why is Caio making such a weird play? It's because I do not know what I'm doing. That's pretty much it. I'm not very used to area randomizer. Like, I
Mhm.
thought it would be fun to join the tournament anyway, but I'm struggling so much. I just get lost all the time. I see Norfair early on, I have 2 energy tanks. It's not sufficient for my skill level, but I think, oh well, don't know where else to go to proceed. So I think people even mentioned in the comments that I stopped to farm about 8 million times or so. I just kept going to bugs to farm and farm and farm and farm and truthfully, I still am having fun, but like, I'm playing badly. Apologies.
No problem to apologize. We kind of gathered a little bit about that, but it's fine. You did pretty good, decently. A little bit about not knowing that the right super of wreck ship that must have thrown you away. That it was Varia right there.
Oh yeah, I'm also not very used to major minor splits. I did know that. I had the information. I
Yep.
just forgot when I was walking on
Okay, yeah,
Marisia. You
that
might have
makes
seen
more
my
sense.
reaction when I realized that the E tank on Upper North became enemy. So I opened my eyes and oh my god.
Yep.
The second time I did get gravity there at least though, so I did learn from my
Yep.
mistake. That's it.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good race. Well, thank you for the runner. Thank you to Glove for being on comms and on tracking. And thank you for Jestro for doing all the setup and everything. And I believe being on tracking for the last race.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, thank you, Lexosaurus, Glove, and Jestro for the crew work.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for the next, go ahead.
Yep, that's gonna do it from us here at Speed Gaming. I believe there aren't any other races today, but we have Sky versus Dang is going to be at 11 Eastern tomorrow, as well as Farfaloo versus Nitro at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. But until then, be sure to go follow the runners. If you would be so kind, follow the broadcast team as well. And from all of us here at Speed Gaming, we'll see you next mission.
Thank you. Have a good night. See you next time.
See you guys. It was fun. GG.